Pathfinder 2nd Edition has an incredible amount of options to choose from when building your character. It was one of the reasons I was excited to learn the system and why I picked up the beginner's box. But when I cracked open the box, all I found were the fantasy staple choices of the cleric, fighter, rogue, and wizard. Fortunately for you, if you're looking to jump into Pathfinder but want to try the other classes in the system, Adamn, Hancock, and Ukulele Bard have released a bundle over on Pathfinder Infinite that expands the beginner's box, allowing players to build characters with other classes found in the Pathfinder Core Rulebook. Before getting started, I just want to mention this isn't a sponsored video, but Ukulele Bard was awesome enough to share the bundle with me, so a huge thank you goes out to him. Beginner Box Expanded follows the new player-friendly format from the Beginner Box and makes the other options found in Pathfinder 2nd Edition Core Rulebook available. Just like the Beginner Box, it guides players through their character choice options as they create their character with the easy-to-follow instructions. This is huge for overcoming the hurdle of learning a crunchy rules-dense system, especially if you are trying to learn a new class that is more complex than those featured in the Beginner Box. There are 4 PDFs that you can buy separately or as a bundle, and each PDF features 2 classes, additional ancestries, and more backgrounds. Each class in the bundle varies on the number of choices you can make to customize your character. From what I can see, this is to limit the difficulty easing players into the classes, especially since some classes can have an incredible amount of options to choose from at the start. Another thing, since they did limit your options, the designers present the classes in their most iconic portrayal for the system. For example, when choosing the Alchemist class, your subclass-like choice has already been chosen for you. Your character is a bomber, and the various pre-chosen feats and other items reflect the bomb building and throwing fantasy. On the other hand, you have the Barbarian, where you choose your subclass called an Instinct, and at later levels, your chosen Instinct opens up different options to further customize your character. For indecisive players, each class has a header that sells you on the class. It lists a general class fantasy and expectations in and out of combat. If we look at the Bard, for example, it informs players that may want to play this class if they want to perform song and dance, infuse magic into their performances, and be a jack of all trades. It explains that your combat role is a flexible support character, letting you know you'll be making attacks, healing, or casting support spells. One of my problems with the beginner's box is the dwarf, elf, and human are the only ancestry options available for players to choose from. In addition to this, the available heritage options for the dwarf, elf, and human is limited. Beginner's Box Expanded corrects this. Gnomes, goblins, and halflings get their due, and all heritage options are available for all ancestry. It shouldn't be a surprise that I'm a goblin stan, and not having the green meaning as an option was a bit of a bummer, considering how prominent they are featured in the various promos for the game. Yet, ancestries and heritages are the weakest sections of this supplement, not because Adamn, Hancock, and Ukulele Bard didn't do a good job converting them, because they knocked it out of the park. It's because the options of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Core Rulebook are limited to the standard fantasy fare. There are a ton of character options available for Pathfinder 2nd Edition found in other sourcebooks that give the system and brand a distinction from other core fantasy TTRPGs. Backgrounds, on the other hand, are where this product shines. Every option found in the Core Rulebook has been converted to easily be slotted onto the beginner box character sheet. This highlights one of the strengths of the system. If it hasn't been set enough by now, options and choice are the core to Pathfinder 2nd Edition's gameplay and appeal. Players learning with the beginner's box will be able to choose a background that best aligns with their character concept and have the relevant skills and traits to best reflect that while they play. There is only one downside to the beginner box expanded. I want more. More ancestries, more subclasses, and more classes. There are missing subclass-like options for various classes that are not presented that definitely could be featured in their separate packet to highlight the fantasy and gameplay. The same can be said for other classes that are not featured in the Core Rulebook. I'd love to see the Magus, Summoner, Gunslinger, and a whole ton more be converted to this format, as the classes available for the system are unique and are a part of the appeal for this system. If it hasn't been apparent, I think the entire bundle is worth the $11.80 you'll be spending on it. If you just want to pick up a few options, they are sold at $3.95 a piece. Picking up the bundle along with the beginner's box will cost roughly around $46, which may be almost double the price of the D&D starter kit, but I will say it's worth your money as the beginner's box provides insane value to get you and your players into the game with easy to follow instructions, a solid adventure, and tokens. Picking up the beginner's box expanded just adds more value. I know some folks will be saying,
you can get all these options on Pathfinder 2nd Edition for free on Archives and Nethys.
And yes, you can. But it will take work for groups to guide new players through character creation and convert those options to the beginner box. This is a huge hurdle for groups new to the system. Even for veteran players, this is an incredible resource to have on hand to help teach and promote Pathfinder 2nd Edition to new players either jumping ship from other systems or who are entirely new to TTRPGs. Again, I just want to give a huge thank you to Ukulele Bard for providing the preview of this product. If you want to support him and pick up the beginner box expanded bundle, you can click on the affiliate link below. It goes a long way in supporting the designers and this channel, as I get a little kickback as well. Alright, I'm out of here. Have a good one.